Let me take you back to October 2001 for the release of Barbie in the Nutcracker. Barbie in the Nutcracker holds a very special place in many hearts. It wasn't just another Barbie movie, it was the very first one. And for a lot of us, this film became part of our holiday traditions, playing on loop during winter afternoons or cozy evenings at home. This particular movie is framed as a story Barbie tells to Kelly, who's nervous about performing in her ballet recital. Right away, it sets the tone. This is a story about believing in yourself, even when you feel small or unsure. So we follow Clara, a kind and courageous girl who receives a nutcracker that magically comes to life as Prince Eric. Cursed by the Mouse King, he can only be saved if Clara helps him reach the Sugar Plum Princess. Along the way, Clara discovers that bravery doesn't mean being fearless, it means doing the right thing anyway. One of the most unforgettable parts of the film is the music. Using Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker Ballet, the soundtrack feels elegant, magical, and instantly nostalgic. For many viewers, this movie was their first introduction to classical ballet music. The animation is very early 2000s CGI, simple, soft, and a little stiff. But that only adds to its charm. The pastel colors, flowing gowns, and fairy tale settings feel like stepping into a snow globe from your childhood. More than 20 years later, Barbie in the Nutcracker still feels like a warm memory. It's the movie that started it all, reminding us that kindness, courage, and little belief can turn even the smallest hero into someone extraordinary. Yeah. So with that warm memory fresh in your mind, along with the many amazing toys and dolls that came along with it, Mattel drops this bomb on us. Yeah. Because, believe it or not, Barbie in the Nutcracker is celebrating 25 years of Christmas memories this year. And Mattel, of course, grabbed the opportunity to celebrate this moment with a few new dolls. Yeah. Clearly, they're going for the feeling of nostalgia for the mothers here, because as standalone ballet dolls for what they can produce, in this time, they're actually quite cute dolls. But because they stick the name Barbie and the Nutcracker on it, it becomes a whole different story. Because by doing that, you're instantly taken back to 2001 to compare these dolls to the past. So Mattel knows, they know they cannot produce the dolls like they used to. The quality, yeah. And by sticking some nostalgic stickers on these dolls, they're still hoping these dolls will be attractive for not only, their target audience, who are predominantly kids, but also us adult collectors. Girl. Yeah, that plan backfired. So what do we have here? We have 6 Barbie dolls, and I think there are also 2 Chelsea dolls actually for this whole celebration. I don't know if there will be more dolls added to this whole celebration, perhaps like a Nutcracker Ken, but these are like the 6 dolls that we know of. So we have 2 versions of Clara, one being the Sugar Plum Princess and one being the, I think, regular Clara. And yeah, and then of course we also have Daisy, I think Renee, and Brooklyn added to the party. Okay, let's start off with the Millie here, the Sugar Plum Princess Clara in her ballet tutu moment with her molded on top. So this whole molded on thing, Barbie becomes more like an action figure here than a really fashion doll. And So the thing that bugs me the most, I think, if these pieces were like actual dresses or separate pieces, they would be so fun to use for restyles. And that was all I was interested in, even when I was a kid. I always looked at dolls and looked at what they were wearing, like if I could use these in other fun looks. I always loved it way back when Barbie had like basic pieces on, like a blank white tee or just a pair of jeans, because those pieces were just perfect for endless, styles and everything. So, okay. So this action figure Clara doll, there's really nothing you can reuse here. I mean, the skirt is just a printed, I don't want to say mess, because the pattern they have used for the skirt is pretty cute. Imagine being a kid. I mean, I bet a lot of young kids will really love like the fantasy that she's selling here. But again, they shouldn't have called her Clara or, aligned her with Barbie and the Nutcracker. Just be a ballerina Barbie doll or a ballerina action figure doll. I think the only thing that I think is really cute is that headpiece that she has. The crown, I mean, it has glitters. It's very magical. That's really cute. Like even the necklace, that chunk of heart-shaped, not even metallic. It's just heartbreaking to see. I think that's it. And because we compare it always with the toys that we had in our past, maybe it's not even like fair that we're doing this, but if they hadn't put the name Barbie and the Nutcracker on this, I wouldn't be ranting about it, honestly. So I must give it to them. The feature with the feet that you could actually put them in a ballerina pose and also flat to the ground, that really adds to play, because that way she can also just stand on the ground and not be in this forever ballerina position. So, okay, cute. And I think out of all of these 6 dolls, I think the kind of like pajama or nightgown-ish Clara version, she has to be my fave. I mean, this is quite a cute dress. It has like a separate Nutcracker piece. That accessory alone is of course adorable. If I see her on a shelf and she's discounted, yes. So, ouch. Just ouch. Especially if we take a look at the OG 2001 Nutcracker Barbie. She is a legend, an icon. She was the moment. A lot of us collectors, I think she is in many people's top 5 favorite Barbie dolls. Just because she holds Christmas memories, I mean, that is like, it can get more nostalgic to your heart than that. The long hair, the dress, the glitters, the stand, the movie, everything that came with it. This doll is just so fantastic. This particular version was a deluxe version with a book inside. That artwork, it's so romantic and beautiful. It really, there's no AI, there's no computer involved. This is pure, like, OG fantasy artwork. Wow, right? That was like the true magic for me. Nowadays, when you open your Instagram or your TikTok, half of like the clips are AI, or you doubt if it's AI or not, which doesn't really quite help with the magic, So they also did an attempt in 2001, actually. That was the 20th anniversary for Barbie and the Nutcracker, with again this pajama nightgownish Clara and a Sugar Plum Fairy Princess version, and Ken as the Nutcracker, of course. Cute set, way overpriced. I think the Sugar Plum Fairy doll, by the way, for the standards that they can deliver in, she was pretty cute. So not only 2021, but also 2014 had this set. Yeah, which was pretty questionable as well, if you ask me. I mean, the bodies look super stiff, and The dresses are cuter, but at least the dresses have some detail here, and it's all fabric. But of course, they cannot compete to the 2001 release of the Barbie, the Ken, I think the marzipan pony horse with the carriage or the sled, all of those adorable Kelly dolls. I think there were about 6 that you could collect, and there was the DVD. There was this my-size sugar plum princess Barbie. There were fashion packs. Yeah. It really made me think, like, those movie girls, like, if you had, like, a complete shelf of them, it's like the pastel Barbie perfection. And Y2K was the perfect era, actually, for pastel Y2K Barbie collecting. It is just pure pastel delight and magic. So they also did some cute girls in 2004. I think these were part of the Fantasy Tales collection. So if you're interested in these and you want to look these up, look up Fantasy Tales 2004 Barbie and the Nutcracker. And I think these 3 are like the ones that were released, because there's also the Princess collection, also from 2004. I believe she also had her own Clara or Barbie and the Nutcracker version. But these Fantasy Tales ones, I think they're probably the best after 2001. Even that set with like the whole vanity, she even comes with almost exactly the same dress. But for some reason, around 2004, Barbie's head started to grow and she had this big head face. And there are a lot of wonky, weirdly printed faces from this era. Yeah. Oh, so what is your favorite Barbie and the Nutcracker memory? Let me know down in the comments below. And of course, what is your take on this new 2026 line for Barbie and the Nutcracker dolls? And you know, what's also kind of like breaking my heart here is that I don't know if they're all designed by Angel Kent or just some, but he's my favorite Barbie designer and I love his creations. I know the designers do everything in their power to deliver, you know, the best possible dolls. I know, and I know it's like Mattel and the budget costs and everything, those types of elements that make the dolls look so cheap. Yeah. So I do not want to send hate out to the designers, because I know they know us. They know what we love, and aesthetically, color-wise, must admit they did a good job. But I mean, we cannot deny that, yeah, that everlasting decline in quality. It hurts. And I just could not leave this out. I mean, then there's also this Petal Pop event thing units. Wait, I don't even know where to begin. They're kind of low-key serving me sky dancers because they come in this like stand where you take off the petals and there's this kind of like lock, or where they just come out of some sort of plant. Again, this is not a Barbie. This is like an action figure. This is so not Barbie related to me. It's just a fantasy doll, and they should have named them differently, like Petal Poppers. No, that's okay. I know how that sounded. Like Petal, I don't know, pixie princesses, whatever, but not Barbie. This is, ouch, again. The only thing that's cute here is the hairstyle. But they have printed faces. There are no elements. There are no cute shoes. There are no meh. This is just, oh, whoa. How did this get past like a design meeting? Yeah, wasn't there anyone thinking like, well, I don't know. They could have used this budget for the Nutcracker girls. Like, why do you want to put out so many dolls? Why you could also do less dolls but better quality? I just don't understand that. I would love it if someone at Mattel could explain these decisions to me. But, you know, I hate it to be like all negative in a video, so it's good to be critical and it's good to be honest, you know, but there's also sometimes if you have nothing nice to say, better say nothing at all kind of mentality. I don't know, but I just really had to get this off my chest. Thank the lords, the doll lords, that we also have some fun dolls coming out, because this styled by Andrew Mukamal Day to Night remix is so fun. Well, of course, because she has the superstar face and she's inspired by Day to Night Barbie. I mean, she's a total slay. There are people also who are not a fan of her, but I mean, I think she's just really fun. I love this outfit. I love that it's like an evening gown underneath. I mean, she comes with an extra pair of shoes. I think it's just a lovely retake on Day to Night. Even that background for the photo shoot where they used like the Day to Night props. That's just pure Barbie magic to me. I hope that it shows that these kind of dolls do very well, sell well, so they do more of these kinds of Barbie core dolls. Also, this fourth Silkstone girl, I mean, there's hope, you guys, there's hope. Because they still can deliver if they want to. Now, I cannot wait for mine to arrive because this dress, you know what she's giving me? She is serving me like tea china. Yeah, like, you know, like these fancy cups and plates or this fancy china teapot. The pattern, I guess, is giving me that. The one thing I might leave out here is that giant black bow in the front, or replace that with the same color as her gloves. And the gloves, yeah, they do also have this mitten effect. So I'm not the biggest fan of like these upper length gloves on dolls, especially nowadays, because they used to do them better and more fitted so they wouldn't look so huge. But the powdery peachy pink with that creamy white, it's just, she is a dream. I love the way her eyes are painted, that soft pouty lip. Yeah, the gorgeous hair. She has long black hair. I do think, by the way, the hairline is definitely photoshopped here, because I've seen pictures of people already getting this doll and really be critical about that hairline of this girl. There's always got to be something, right? Hope they continue this whole BFMC for next year. So we had the blue sapphire one, then the one with the scrunchy evening gown, that black evening gown that looked like a big scrunchie, the girl with the petticoat, that mint little cute petite dress, but was just a little bit off. And again, those horrible like gloves. And then this girl. So yeah, I'd say blue sapphire and number 4, like the last one. Those are definitely the best for 2025. And especially also for this last girl, the way that she's presented in that box, gorgeous, with that artwork on the front. Yeah. Still, I am gonna say that I would have loved it if these boxes weren't so damn white. Because of the past BFMC dolls, they all have this like creamy box, really like a classic, beautiful, elegant shade of white or cream. But this is just so darn white against those boxes. Yeah, that's kind of like, but okay. And also this Lunar New Year girl, she surprised me. She surprised me. Will say the dress, not impressed with this dress. This doll is really interesting because she has that gorgeous Mackie face, that long hair, the earrings, but the dress, I don't know. What do you guys think of the dress? And also, are there like beautifully Asian elements also to this dress that I probably don't recognize because I'm not, you know, from an Asian background. So I would love it if someone could elaborate more on the dress and the background of the elements of this dress. I think for a lot of people, that's the main reason to get this doll because I mean, right? You cannot ignore that this is just a gorgeous girl and you want to put her on a made to move body and you want her to be a model. Yeah. And since we're talking about fashion dolls and all and cute pieces and quality, can I show you a few pieces? I just got this box and it was filled with such dreamy fashions. So here we have this adorable, like flowery mod dress, and it actually has her own button. It closes with a metal button and it's just so cute. Right here we have this like pleated kind of like a school looking skirt with a white shirt that goes on top. I mean, I love a good white shirt for my dolls. It gives it so much more class, and pair it with a cute skirt or something crazy and it's a look, it's a serve. Here we have another adorable white shirt with the ruffles at the end, the collar, the details in the front, and this denim skirt with that powder pink fluff. I am obsessed. I cannot wait to style a girl in this. And then the fantasy princessy pieces. And you are going to be screaming. Oh wow, look at this dress. It's kind of low-key serving Princess and the Pauper Erica, isn't it? But look at the flowiness of this dress. The fabric, the material, the bows, the details. This is what we want for our dolls, you know, real clothes and real like awesome details. I can rave about this for hours, how much I love a good little dress like this for a doll. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Look at this Moulin Rouge bodysuit with the Marie Antoinette elements. It has bows, it has pearls, it has lace, it's feeling silky, it's crafted so brilliantly. They added a clip, a hair clip for the hair. It comes with stockings with bow details. And speaking of clothes, there's another package that I really wanted to show you guys. So I don't know if I've showed you before, but there are like these magazines from RBA. I still don't know if it's Italian or if it's Spanish. I think it's Italian, but they do like all of these like inspired looks from Barbie throughout the years. Kind of like a new modern take on classic Barbie looks with a magazine. It's the cutest thing. So I already have like a whole stack of them, and now I have a few more. Here is the dress that was inspired by Crystal Barbie, mimicking that material that they used for the dress with the bow, the lacy details, super cute. This one, of course, is inspired by Solo in the Spotlight Barbie. Who else? And it says that this one is inspired by Generation Girl. Do you think it's the Tory dance party one? I think so. This is the one that's inspired by the Black Magic fashion pack from back in the day. Movie star Barbie. Yeah, I don't really see the resemblance here, but it's more serving me actually like 1989 superstar Barbie. This take on Western Barbie is just giving me life. Look at the fringe. It's an actual Western dress with the hat, the boots. It's so cute. And this is the fashion luncheon. I never can pronounce that word. Luncheon? Anyway, that girl. There are other ways to get cute fashions for your dolls. That's kind of what I'm getting at here, I think. This whole Nutcracker thing it's just, yeah, they just should have gone without calling it Barbie and the Nutcracker. And also, if they are going to do like a tribute to Barbie and the Nutcracker, just give us a freaking repro of a Barbie and the Nutcracker. If you would reproduce like the Clara doll, the Sugar Plum Princess 2001 doll, leave out this stand, put her in a somewhat simple box even maybe, people would guaranteed be willing to pay, I think, $75 for her just to be a reproduced Clara doll. Like, honestly, right? If there are like a few such popular dolls that you know if they would reproduce her, she would sell out immediately. It is like the 1992 The Mermaid Barbie, that blue girl. Then there's this any of the movie girls, like in the early days from 2001 to 2003, Swan Lake, Rapunzel, Clara. I need to pack my bags and try to get a job at Mattel HQ to tell them this. They should do more like panels with a few like, you know, avid Barbie fans or collectors. But it seems like they're just cocooning on their own little ideas without, you know, getting feedback from the actual people who buy their stuff. Let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are, views, or theories, or, you know, let's continue that conversation down in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and of course, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button to get notified by any new videos that I upload. You can also follow me on Instagram at Barbie Nation. That's usually where I post all of my updates. And until then, mwah, big kisses from me, and I love you all.